Hello.
Georgia on my mind.
You know, I got a question for you. Why do everybody want to leave Georgia?
Jersey Devil Comedy, the podcast, episode 2, SmodCastle.
Hey, what's up, Edgar Davidge?
How's it going, Dom?
Well, I'm super excited. We're here at episode 2 of the Jersey Devil podcast, straight from SmodCastle Cinema in Atlantic Highlands.
What a great show we had tonight. So not only did we get our first time out of, what do we call that, out of the southern area, we were out of
We got out of the
County,
tip. We got out of the taint of New Jersey. It smells like the
way
Delaware
up the
Bay.
shaft, up to the balls near New York.
Okay, we're going there. You know there's a lady present, right?
I'm sorry.
I hang out in the bay all the time.
So Johanna was our musical guest, and so tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a singer-songwriter that makes really cool songs that are from the heart in the style of what I like to call new age punk.
Definitely get it. Get a lot. I like the vocal effects that you added. I like the build up through the songs. It was a really cool arrangement. I noticed you guys had a pretty fancy pedal board set up, right?
Oh yeah.
And can you tell me about?
Yeah, well,
Your partner?
we decided to go the tech route, so we have.
This is Ralph.
Hi. We programmed the sounds from her record, Visionary Apothecary, the guitar sounds and the vocal sounds, the reverb, ambience, and from song to song it would be different. And so far, everything's worked out.
And Visionary Apothecary is a 27-minute journey indie pop rock music album that you can listen to. And it does take you on a trip. It's really cool.
Now, is that on every streaming service? Can you find that? Or where can you find it at?
Well, the funny thing is that, no, I just took it all down.
Selling me on what? Dreams and nightmares.
But hold on. No, it will be again. I just, it's the shifting tides of the indie musician and what, the ways that we're being treated by these conglomerates. And how I just was feeling extremely disrespected by the different streaming services and not having a direct relationship with them. So I just uploaded the entire album to SoundCloud, and I've been enjoying that. You guys know SoundCloud?
Yeah, I actually was listening to your songs this week while I was at work.
Yeah.
It was really good.
On SoundCloud?
On SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud.
So it
Yeah,
populated, yeah.
All my rap albums are on SoundCloud. Look me up, D Busy.
D Busy. Okay, we'll be friends.
Just kidding.
Well, the cool thing about oh, you're funny. The cool thing about SoundCloud actually is that you can see who the people are that are listening to your songs, and you can see who the people are that are liking your songs, and the algorithm actually encourages the artists to connect with the people who are liking your song. Like, send them a message, be like, hey, what did you like about it? And not only that, it's just so much more transparent. And yeah, so that's why. So you can listen to it on SoundCloud, and the best way to find me is by going to johannastahley.com, which is JohannaStahley. I'm sure there could be a link below this video. And
Be sure to cup the link.
Oh my gosh, sorry to like go do an aside, but my favorite bit tonight was the repeated same sound coming from Goldie.
Right.
That needs to be.
She perfected the sound
Can
and
you
used it
cut
for
that?
every
Can you cut that into this?
every sound you asked for. It was
You
the
will
same
We
hear
have
sound.
to
me.
get the footage. We might not have it by the time we air the podcast, but we'll go back and put it in. But
I'll
no,
give you a little sample. It was like,
The ice cream
she
machine.
may have been the star of the show. I mean, Johanna, you were the star of the show, but she was a close
She was
second.
funny when
I
she
love
was in the
Goldie.
audience. She was funny.
I like Goldie a lot. I've run into her before.
Uh-huh.
So, funny story about Goldie is we came up here to do some promotion for the show, and we did our man versus machine bit at this open mic, and you suggested us to go.
Oh,
Jamie's,
that's
yeah.
why. That's why.
So you said, hey, go there, promote your show. And the first thing, it was a funny story because we walked in, and the guy's like, I messaged him. I said, can you save us a spot? We're coming from far away, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was really cool. So we get up there. He's like, hey, guys, you're the comedian guys? He goes, yeah. He goes, comedy doesn't do well here. Comedy doesn't do well here. So we go up. We do the man versus machine thing. Goldie jumps up, starts singing with us. I'm like, whatever. This is cool. And he stops us at the end and he goes, "Listen, I don't like comedians, but you guys are okay." I'm like, "Woof,
You were
thank
okay.
God."
Because I like that. Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, that's high praise from that guy
Yeah.
because he doesn't let anybody, even me, he'll just be like, yeah, whatever, Johanna.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the level of talent that came on that
Oh my
night was
God.
insane. It was so cool.
I said
It
to
was
Ed, I
like-
said, "Should we still do this?" I was like, there's like a 5-piece band just ripping. The guy's like, "Yeah, I've only been playing for like 35 years."
Oh, the guitars, yeah. He went on this like full Eddie Van Halen rip, and then he comes out and he finishes the song where he was playing like chords, like he was like, playing like the intonated chord patterns over the verse. Well, he does it all in harmonics, the final verse.
Wow.
It was just he was playing the individual notes, all different harmonics on the neck.
That's cool.
And he's like flipping his hand over, and he's tapping. And at one point, he's playing his guitar like a drum, but it sounded like a guitar. It wasn't like
Wow.
if I do, it's like it
Yeah,
just sounds
yeah.
horrible. But this dude was just shredding. It was what a great night. It was so fun.
And thank you
Glad
so
you
much
went.
for the suggestion, though. So
You're
it
welcome.
really came out pretty cool. So that's how we met Goldie. So Ed, can you throw the clip of the night we met Goldie up there real
Yeah,
fast?
so-
there you go.
On 2 a.m. This lady's singing. Come on. Oh, sing with me. Come on. Sing.
There you go.
The night we met
She-
Goldie.
The night we met, hey, she was like,
Sounds
"Dude,
like
I'm
a
a."
film title.
She goes, "I'm
His
a Tina
wife.
Turner." Yeah, she may be my next wife. Who knows? She was a Tina Turner impersonator. So she was awesome.
She was,
though. So-
really?
We did a bit
Well,
about
she
what you
is.
did.
She is.
Yeah, she is. And so the song was about Las Vegas, as we just heard,
Ah.
Yeah.
and what happened in Las Vegas. And then, Dom's final bit was we got married by Elvis, and like this is my new wife, and we just got married by Elvis. And then
So
they took
funny.
great pictures together. Now she's here doing stuff with us, and
That's it.
I love that
I
your
love that.
music preaches like screw the big corporation, screw on the little guy, because like we're the fight against it. Like that's what this whole thing is about. It's like, why should all the songs on the radio, why should all the movies that you see all be promoted by these giant major brands and only focus the same 24 people?
That's true.
Like there's a world of fantastic musicians, actors, comedians. There's just talent everywhere, and they don't get heard. So if we can just help boost people a little bit and try to build a name up, like that's our main goal, is to get a place where people go, you know what, like I don't know what's going to come on this stage here,
Right.
but I know it's going to be something cool. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, and spread that kind of.
Well, I mean, years ago, a lot of venues curated the shows, and you went to the venue because you knew at Max's Kansas City or CBG that you're going to see 5 bands that you're going to like because they curated. It's not so much like that anymore. We ask around the clubs to get booked. They're like, well, how many people can you guarantee that you're going to bring in?
right.
It's not like they have a built-in audience, so it's harder.
Or they
you know?
just want a booking agent.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to deal with it.
They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to try to discover anyone or build them or say,
Yeah.
well, you know,
Well,
you,
hey, guys,
you know. but-
sorry, but they have a business.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything about music. And that's what has happened in a lot of businesses.
I guess years ago
That
there
have to
were
do with
club
that.
owners that were into music.
yeah,
and they
but that's not the
treated
way it
that way.
is
It's
right
not
now.
the way it is
So
anymore.
instead, and I love what you're saying.
So what you're doing is great because you're like curating a vibe in the room, you know?
And I'm seeing that happen on lots of little groups that are bringing talent together that is resonating with each other, and I think that is why this is the birth of the new earth. Like it doesn't look very glitzy or any of that, but and we're all just like trying we're
glitzy studio.
we're trying yeah exactly we're trying
Nice red.
we're trying to
Look at you,
figure it
Ralph.
out,
You're
but we
great.
got heart, and the heart is what actually like shows through. Like you could look at like everybody that's on the top 40 of Spotify or whatever, and they're all people who have been on the charts for forever, because when you listen to stuff then you keep listening to stuff, and that's just how that whole world works. So it's kind of like that's losing its heart somehow, and it becomes more homogenized, and then people I do believe the arc is going to, they can smell bullshit and they want something real, and they're looking for it. And that is why these little groups like yours are burgeoning, and and why we have to scrap, but also why we should do it. And I really believe that there's a great future in doing it like this.
I 100% agree with you. Like, and that's what we set out to do, and it seems like that's what you guys said. So, like, we met you by chance, right? And that was only a couple, like a month.
We
and
met
a half
each other
ago.
by chance,
Well,
and then we met you by chance.
It's not by chance.
No,
Well, it
I
almost
agree.
doesn't
It's
feel
a great
like it. It feels
attractor.
ser-
We're all on the same.
It all
thing,
feels
and
serendipitous. We're all into the same stuff.
supposed to happen.
But like, I wasn't supposed to be at the Rusty Now that night. They called us up last minute. The guys want to do it. I'm like, what am I, your booty call? Like 11:45.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Cool. I'm like, whatever. And then I happened to go in early because I was just kind of like bored.
We happened
And
to play
we-
at that
and-
time.
And we saw you guys, and I'm like, oh, these guys are cool as hell. So then we start talking to
Yeah,
him,
yeah,
talking
yeah.
to you, and then this happens, which is
And we all immediately liked each other.
and we
We're
came
like,
up and we hung out with
like-
Johanna,
Well,
and
that's
it was
hilarious because I was deathly ill that night,
yeah.
and
She
I
had a
was
fever.
I was like, I'm purging my ancestors, and I got Ralph sick.
I got it after that
Yeah.
in
Sorry
the
about that,
car.
Ralph. But like they set up the stage to face the bathrooms,
Yeah,
and then
so
like
bizarre.
nobody was there, and then
Yeah.
I was so hungry. I was like, "Can you feed us?" And the manager's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ask my manager. I was like, "Aren't you the manager?" And then
And he never came back.
He never came back. We're just sitting there like
You got
I was like,
ghosted.
Please, sir, can we have some French fries?
I was like, but the cool thing was the people that came that like saw us at the first venue, which was on Thursday night. This was on Saturday night when we met you guys. They all came. They all came. There was like a handful of people. So it's like when we get in front of people, we make an impact. We can feel that, and
especially
that's.
when they're using the bathroom.
yeah, right.
right.
I have a video
got
of
yelled
like
at.
from the bathroom.
I got yelled
people
at
going in and out.
because I took the stands and the mics and turned it to the crowd. And the guy goes,
Right,
"What are
yeah.
you touching
Oh,
my
you
stuff
turned it
for?"
to the
Yeah, I
front
went
of
to
the
the crowd,
face.
and the guy said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I
I
don't
said,
know.
I need to talk to the crowd. I said, I can't do my thing.
Singing to the wall
Yeah,
like this.
I'm like,
It's just-
hey, who wants to?
What we
It
did.
was straight up a wall in
And then
toilets.
the people were walking back and forth with
Right.
like plates and stuff.
And then I
was
couldn't help
like-
noticing some people came in and out of the bathroom in the course of one song, and some people took 2 songs to come in.
I was like,
Timing 'em.
I
Like,
walked up to
doing
them.
in there?
He had a 2-songer.
He's a 2 song.
Is a lap dance?
Damn, iron bladder over there.
But no, let's go back to
Case in point, though.
let's go back to how did you guys meet? How did you guys become the band that you are now?
Well, how we met
duo.
was like a year or so before we started playing together. But I live in Woodstock, New York, and there's a local cafe, and there's 2 doors. It's quite big, and I go in there like twice a week. I walked in one door, and I saw her walk in the other door, but I didn't know she had a big hat on and baggy clothes. I was like, is that like some skateboard kid, or is that a woman? Or like, I didn't know. I saw her from behind, but then I saw it was a woman. I was like, I have to meet her. I just have to meet her. And I've never, ever felt like that. And if I did, I never acted out and went over and said, hey, I just have to meet you. And that's what I did. And that's how we met. And then we got our coffee. We had a few laughs at the counter. And then she said, oh, why don't you join me for coffee? We hung out for like an hour. And then she said she was a singer-songwriter, and she gave me her link. And, I was like, okay, I listen to music, as a singer-songwriter. And I was totally blown away. And I was working with Nile Rodgers at the time, and I sent him her Head High. And I think it was Head High.
Yeah, Head
And I was like, Niall, is this good or what? And he's like, wow, that's cool, And then, then we kept in touch for a while. And then, I don't know, maybe a year later, so circumstances happened where we started playing together.
I think everybody's better off that happened because you guys make great music.
I love it.
It's
I
awesome.
love you guys make a great pair, and I think it works well. Like, just I've been watching your videos on YouTube and stuff, and just there's something like, I don't know, like I was just drawn to it. I was like, what are they doing? I'm like, oh, your tiny desk.
Yeah, that's
One,
right.
that was awesome. I was like, dude, I love these guys. I'm like, who's playing guitar with her? Because I want to meet him because he looks awesome. Like, I love this dude already. So I was so stoked to see that. And like your music, I dig it. I love the message of it. I love that where it comes from for you guys, and like also the sounds. Like, you incorporate different like new age synth, like, because in my music I like to use more of that like synth and like heavy
Yeah.
bass like backgrounds, but also get weird, just like, you know, throw an orchestra in there at points. You know, it's like, why not throw a
Yeah.
timpani,
Totally.
like get some timpani drums and French horns in there and see
crazy.
what happens. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a kazoo guy.
There
Yeah,
you
he
go.
can
Give me some
kazoo and
kazoo,
ukulele.
Yeah,
I love a good
you ever see that
kazoo.
guy with the
Kazoo
ukulele
band.
with the kazoo?
There's
He's
those
like,
kazoos that look like a
He
little
looks-
trumpet and stuff.
Yeah.
They make all sorts of kazoos into big apparatus.
Oh,
kind
he
of like.
fronts though, but wait till you hear some of his original stuff. Like, so he recorded one recently, and it's awesome. It's heartfelt. Like, I really liked some of your funny songs
original
are
music?
funny, but your like deep songs.
He looks all shy now.
He's
Yeah,
got
I know,
yeah,
like,
he's
what is
full
he
song.
talking about? Why is
You're
he
right,
talking
son.
about? That's my
That's
secret.
how you know it's.
These are my like dirty
That's how you
secrets,
know
Ed.
it's good. You know.
Last time I tell Ed my secrets in the car.
No, can't.
But seriously though, so what's next for you guys? Where are you guys going to be playing next, or what's your project? You have any
Next, we're
upcoming
playing
projects?
at Georgie's on January.
Not Georgia.
Not Georgia,
Yeah,
because
right,
no
yeah.
one
We're
wants to
going
go
now.
there.
Jumping in the
Apparently,
Nobody.
train.
Everyone's leaving.
Georgie's down in Asbury Park on June 2nd. We'll be playing it probably like 8:00, but it's an awesome bill.
And like I live in Woodstock,
sold
so some
already.
of our gigs are up there, some of our gigs are here, and then some were in New York City and
Well-
Brooklyn and stuff like that.
I would love to come up to Woodstock. Will you
Oh,
guys
you
let me
should.
know when you guys are doing something up
Absolutely.
there? I want to
Yeah.
come
We'll let you
down,
know
take
the
a road
next time.
trip.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's really
There's
fun.
a couple of nice venues.
My sister
there.
took a road trip the last time we played up there.
Yeah.
Now I saw
Had a
another
blast.
thing that's happened because of becoming friends with you on Instagram is that I have a coven of witches that I'm now friends with.
Oh, I love them.
I love witches. Me,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
and like legitimately, like I'm into all that stuff, and I just like I was so happy. I was like, yes, like that's cool. And okay, so up by Woodstock in New York,
Yeah.
I heard there's a town of witches.
Oh.
Do you know where that is?
I heard something about that, and I've lived
Yeah,
up there a
don't be
long time, and
coy,
I
Ralph.
don't recall. I
He's
don't
like, I'm
recall
going
the-
there now.
I have it written
details.
down somewhere. It came up in a conversation with
Yeah,
somebody.
well,
and they're
message
like,
me
"Do you
about
know
it.
there's
I'll
a
research it
town?"
a little bit.
And you go there and they're
Is
like,
that where they burnt witches, or they
no,
just
no,
lived, the
but I
witches
did
lived
just listen to
peacefully?
the podcast
Is
about that.
is birthing a witch different than a regular birth? Like, do you get born in a cauldron?
She's a witch.
Anyway, I'm
Turn me
not
into a
knocking.
nude.
I listen.
What do you?
I got nothing bad to say about witches. Don't put
There's
a spell
good
on me.
witches.
What do you like about witches?
I like more the Wiccan vibe, but I like that the whole ethos of it. So I love when, especially if they start talking about angel numbers. I love like when I see recurring numbers come up, I'll type it in and see what the angel number says
Uh-huh.
about it. And I love those little positive
I can do
messages.
a witch trick for you.
Cool.
Cool. Let's
So
see it.
Yeah, yeah.
here is something that I learned to do a long time ago. So I get a lot of synchronicities too. I see the numbers 1111, 111, 444, 333.
333 is huge for me. all the
333?
time. Oh wait, yeah.
Most people don't understand or know that you need to program your numbers so that every time that you see it, you think the thing that you need to think, because it is conscious thought that actually is creating your reality. Your reality. So I made 333. I win a Grammy. I made 444, astronomical passive income. I made 222. You got this. You can't miss. And 111 is just, you're doing all right.
Right on. I love it.
So try that.
Yeah, everybody home
Got a
too.
system.
Do that. Yep. Let's program our angel numbers.
I noticed we didn't bring up 666. Right, we're gonna leave that
That's
one
a bad
alone.
one.
I don't know. I do have one for 555. I mean, I have a long list, but 555 is for my body. So like if I'm thinking about doing something that's not so great for my body, usually 555 pops up and I'm like, okay. Great.
No, it is funny though. The 3331 all the time.
Yeah.
I always look at
That's
the
because I'm going to win a Grammy.
That's it. I'm
You are, yeah.
Now that you've met me, your 333 is about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Thank
those
you.
I'm
numbers
putting you on the
happening.
path now. But seriously though, I mean, you guys were fantastic. I would love to share your Tiny Desk audition.
Oh,
with this.
please.
So
Oh,
would
sure.
You guys be good to it with that?
Absolutely, it's on
Yeah.
YouTube. You could grab it.
Cool. So we'll share that with this episode. You go with that, Ed?
Perfect.
We'll
Tiny
clip that
desk.
in. We'll put the Tiny Desk in so they can see how great you guys are.
You could see me wear a
Appreciate it.
black dress.
Yeah.
See, Ralph,
You're great.
High fashion.
And
that
you don't
was
know anything
filmed.
about witches in Woodstock. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was filmed before Walton Goggins wore it at the Met Gala this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we had it before that.
I did want to bring something up. I was talking to Ralph in the hallway, and he told me about his former job, and it totally blew me away. Would you mind sharing a little bit about that?
As we were talking about comedy and when it works and it doesn't work, I mentioned that I worked at I was the music producer on Saturday Night Live for like 4 seasons years ago, early '90s, and used to watch the show. You know, I was in the control room, and a lot of stuff was not funny. And I'm thinking, like, I didn't write this, so like, how come no one realized this is not fun? You know, and some stuff was funny and some stuff wasn't, but it was so hard for the writers every week to come up. And Al Franken, the senator, was the head writer at the time. And, but it was so intense on that show. It was like I was saying, it was more intense than probably watching someone do open heart surgery because the energy in that place and Lord Michael ran a tight ship there, and everyone was kind of afraid of him.
Was that with Farley and Sandler and?
It was a little before them. The cast kept changing every year or so, you know. But
I mean,
it was an interesting experience for sure.
I can't imagine what it takes to put that show on because you did it, but it's like we just put this show on here and we were like running around. Like
It's the same thing, literally, right?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The sets and
You're on your way though.
But you know,
The shoe with the
Comedy
mic
is
mixer on
comedy.
the shoebox.
sometimes it's amazing
Perfect.
and sometimes
Perfect.
it falls, but you still got to do it because you think it might work. You
That's
know,
how they started.
You
though.
never know.
Yeah.
Listen, you go up to the plate. You never know when you're going to get that home
you
run.
never know.
So, but speaking of home runs, you guys were a home run tonight. You guys were fabulous. I can't thank you enough for joining us.
Really
I
good
really
job.
hope we can do
Appreciate
something
you.
again together.
Absolutely.
And I just thanks a lot. It was really great
Yep.
sitting down talking with you
Yep.
guys.
We
I'm
love
glad
it.
we all
Thank
met.
you.
I had a great
Yeah.
night.
In Cape May,
Yeah, on the way to Cape May.
south the almost to Georgia, but not quite.
We're never
South
Ralph,
of here.
We've discovered this.
We
We're
were all
never going
on our way to
Georgia.
Georgia, and we happened to meet on that train.
Just so you know,
Midnight Change.
we were just talking about.
My
she was
music
singing
sounds
Georgia,
nothing like that.
and I said, "Why does everyone want to leave?" Otis Running wanted to leave. Zach Brown always wants to go.
Well, we'll have to go to Georgia and figure that out for ourselves.
We'll do it. It's
Okay.
on.
But you know
Sounds
where we
good.
need to go?
What?
June 2nd, we got to go to Georgie's.
Georgie's.
Yep, Georgie's.
Georgie's.
And see Johanna and Ralph.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rock on, guys. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thanks.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Great, guys.
Everyone have a great night. Thanks for episode 2.
Evil here now, evil. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. I feel evil here now, evil. Open up to me. You'll be wild and free. On the ground, the quarter jumps up. I don't really give a fuck. She asks me for the quarterback. She makes a wish right on track. Started out so looking nothing. It's a positivity something for all humanity. I'm hoping for a life so wild, so free. So evil here now, evil. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. I speak so evil here now, evil. Open up to me. You'll be wild and free. Speak no evil here now, evil. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. I speak no evil here now, evil. Open up to me. You'll be wild and free. Wild and free. Wild and free. Open up to me. You'll be wild and free. Talk to me. Wild and free. Open up to me. You'll be wild and free. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know I can't speak when you talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know I can't speak when you talk to me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Johanna Stahley.
And I'm Ralph.
And this is our Tiny Desk Contest audition.
Song you sing when you're alone. I am everything. Fear don't touch me now. I am the plant friend, flowering into life. I am everything. I am alive. Can you feel my heart beating in the dark? Can you feel this song? Rivers, rivers long. Go down to the sea and just let it be. We're not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. I am the love you bring into your heart. Yeah. I am a powerful thing. Fear don't touch me now. I am the light you shine into the darkest night. I am the feeling you find. Everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause I can feel your heart beating in the dark. I can feel the song, rivers, rivers long. Go down to the sea and just let it be. We are not afraid, we are not afraid. I can see the dawn bursting from the sky. I know it won't be long. Together you and I, oh we're gonna fly, oh we're gonna fly. Relax, lay it back, let it come to you. You'll know what to do. And in the meanwhile, seek the truth. It's right there, inside of you. Seek the truth, seek the truth, seek the truth. Listen to your heart, you'll know where to start. You're a star. You are courageous. You are outrageous. Come on, done.